Innocence at Risk has been sending out information constantly to contact your member of Congress and say, we want you to support the Earn It Act. Because what it does is it makes big tech companies responsible for these horrible images of children that are being abused, unviolated on the internet. Children should never see those things, never see those images, let alone be part of them. So we're hoping that this legislation is passed, and I know you are, Cheryl. And I think it's very important that we do everything we can to protect our children, and that includes online.
100%. We're, there's a few things going on in the legislative world. Our office is based in Oregon, and we're seated in Oregon. We're supporting the Earn It Act, and one of our programs is legislative advising. So, we're always trying to encourage people to reach out to the legislature and really voice. I mean, we're talking about this problem's not going to go away. And it is hard. The road to recovery is atrocious for people. I always say prevention matters. Like, we have to do better. We need to shift and say, you know what, there are survivors, including myself, who can speak up and feel safe enough to say no more. We can speak for ourselves. We know there's so many similarities in our experiences of the grooming process, of the access, right, to traffic and exploit someone, especially children. And the more we can speak up about these things and support the Earn It Act, to step up and say consent between two adults is candy for a trafficker to exploit in any type of law. We have to do better to create these safeguards to make sure children are never going to be approached by traffickers any easier through our own laws that we make. Just as a survivor myself, it's the most intimidating thing when you see, like, let's say a rape survivor, a rape victim, have to stand up and testify. It's when all eyes are on you at the darkest moments of your lives, it's not fun. It's almost just re-victimizing. So as we look at these laws together and look for survivor voices and understand that for survivors to lead, we really need to join arms together and be one collective voice, because we're going to watch laws come into place that aren't helping. We hope the public learns to rely on our voice and really take our wisdom. We know how these situations happen. Just as Cal said, I went to my own bed every night. I didn't have to run away. It was within my own 1 mile radius of my community. And by the age of 10, I was set up on dates inside cars. Nowhere in my situation was I going to raise my hand at 10 years old and say, I'm being trafficked.
Right.
The vocabulary is not going to work. A trafficker isn't, always cuffing you up. They have a way of manipulation and grooming that's super confusing for a child. So prevention matters, and understanding how traffickers work and how they utilize tech companies. We need to hold tech companies accountable too. And like you said, Deborah, most everyone I talk to, once they hear about the issue, they want to help. They want to do something. So we want to keep the bridge positive, but also have boundaries that we do hold tech companies and others accountable, especially whoever is your local legislator. You need to speak up and say something. They see a lot of issues, a lot of topics, and when we come together and voice our concerns to protect survivors and prevent human trafficking, we are making our world a better place.
Absolutely. Thank you for your remarks, and thank you for your coming forward. I appreciate that. And everyone does. And you're not alone, and no one is.
Yeah.
We are here to stand with you and say it's enough, and we are working together. We're protecting young victims before it happens, potential victims. So it's really very important. Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope that the stories you've heard today are helpful in a way, and in a big way. And we hope that you can take this knowledge and spread it and let people know, human trafficking is happening everywhere, especially for children. And we need to keep our eyes open, and we need to keep our children safe. And we need to watch what they're doing on the internet. And we need to make the internet a safe place for them. And that's what the Earn It Act can do. If we get the Earn It Act passed, we can eliminate a lot of the horrible images that the children see. And actually, the horrible intruders that have gone on and approached children. I mean, there have been children that have actually been taken online, and by talking to a predator that they thought was 12 years old, their age.
Yeah, without the Earn It Act, it will make it so much easier for exploiters to harm our children. We need that passed to safeguard our kids online. We need the Earn It Act to pass and really work with the tech industry to come up with those solutions and those safeguards for kids, because the internet isn't going away. It's a great tool. It's created life for the better in so many ways, but so many new ways to harm our children. And without the Earn It Act, it's going to make it even a lot tougher for law enforcement to act in the ways that they should to protect children, and for organizations like the National Center as well too. These exploiters will have free reign online, and that's just something that we never want to see happen. These children are our most precious commodity. They need the protection, and with the Earn It Act, we can do that. So, to all the listeners out there, yeah, please contact your representative and make sure that they vote to pass the Earn It Act.
Yes, this is something that the country definitely needs to unite on to protect our children.